Are we live? Hey guys, this is Bobby Clue with the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce. We are back at it again on a Friday out here for a virtual ribbon cutting. I'm right out here on the side of Highway 27, NESCO Resource, and I've got Jennifer Robinson with me, Regional Area Manager for NESCO. I just met Jennifer, and thanks for letting us come out and learn a little bit more about what you guys do. Tell us about NESCO.
So we're a staffing agency.
Sure.
We staff for light industrial, clerical, also professional IT businesses, and we do that here locally, so Pulaski County surrounding areas.
So I know that there's other staffing agencies, and it's not a one-size-fits-all. So some might focus more on industry or manufacturing or healthcare. So you have your primary fit in certain areas as well.
That's correct. Here locally, we specialize basically in light industrial.
So what does light industrial mean down here? What is that? What are some of those businesses?
So manufacturing.
So it is manufacturing. Okay, we have a lot of that here.
Yes, you do.
We really do. It's when people talk about what we are known for in Pulaski County, I always think tourism is probably number one, but I think manufacturing is probably a close second, just because the volume of the jobs down here.
Absolutely. Of course, you have beautiful Lake Cumberland here. So
Absolutely.
Tourism, absolutely number one.
Yeah.
And then with all the manufacturing facilities, it's pretty cool.
Sure. So to give everybody a frame of reference on where you're located at, it's an incredibly busy section of South Highway 27. We're kind of in the old part of 27. We are right next door to Donato's.
Absolutely.
Right next door, directly across the street from McDonald's and Speedway. Speedway's to my left, Donato's is to my right, and you're right in here. You're next to Gosser Real Estate. We all know Rick, so Rick is right next door, so very easy to find.
Very easy to find.
So let me ask you something. If somebody's interested, they're looking for work, do they have to come here and see you? Do you go out and set up at different events and try to recruit? How does that work?
So they don't have to come in here. We have enrollment
They
can do
they
online.
can, though.
Absolutely. We love it when people come in because
Sure.
we can have that face-to-face conversation. But they can also go to NESCOResource.com and apply. And then we also have job fairs. We like
Right.
to do those with clients on site so that people can see where they'd be working.
Where are you seeing most people right now? Are you seeing them apply online, or are they walking in? Or you get them a little bit of everything, I guess, or is
Most of our people come walk-in.
really?
Yes.
And then what they do is you kind of evaluate, talk with them, build a relationship, and kind of find out what would be a good fit for them based on their qualifications. Is that kind of how that works?
Based on their qualifications and their needs.
Mm-hmm.
So if they need first shift, we try to find something that fits with that schedule as well.
Gotcha. So, again, the beauty about a staffing agency, I think, is that it's almost boutique. It's a way for you to help somebody one-on-one find that job in a setting where it's like you're working for them.
Correct. Absolutely.
Well, that's great. Could we go inside? I know it's a little loud out here. I'll follow you, and we'll go inside and talk for a minute. So again, we're right here on the side of Highway 27. So NESCO is it's not just here. So lots of locations for you guys. You're a pretty big company, and this is the Somerset location, but you have lots of locations.
That's correct. We are nationwide, and this is just one of our locations. We also have one closely in London and in Berea as well.
Okay. So how many people in any given, I'm kind of interested in this, how many people in a given month or year maybe do you work with and help find jobs? The number one thing I deal with is people looking for work. Every business, that we talk with, they just don't have enough employees.
Right.
So what are the strategies? How has this changed? I guess since COVID, the game has changed a lot. A lot of people retired during COVID, and we've not been able to recapture those numbers at a lot of these places, especially, industry, manufacturing. They just haven't been able to recapture a lot of those numbers. So how are you evolving to recruit and find new employees for these businesses?
So a lot of it is digital media, right? We have to focus a lot on our digital media, so our Facebook pages, any kind of job board posts that we use, and then word of mouth.
Sure.
We give a $100 referral bonus to anybody that refer someone that comes in. So that's helped us out a lot too.
So again, and just to kind of learn a little bit more, so is it beneficial for them to come find a job through NESCO Resources? So you don't just walk in the door of a factory anymore and apply. They need to come to you, or how does that work? Why do they come to you? Because you have more. You know where all the jobs are, and you have a better understanding of where to place them. How does that work?
So the good thing about a staffing agency is when you're looking for work, we know the places that are hiring, right? And not only that, you can try that company out. And if it's not a fit for you, then we can always place you somewhere that might be a better fit. Gotcha. So it helps them with that as well.
So I've heard the term temp to hire before. Is that what a lot of you go in and you're kind of checking it out, you're checking the water, making sure it's a good fit for you, and if it's not, you can help find another business for them?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, and I'm sure those are the benefits of using a staffing service as opposed to, having just walking in the front door of a building and not knowing what's going on. You're really, I'm sure there's a lot of things that you need to know in the hiring market these days, and I'm sure you help navigate those waters for the employees that come in, don't you?
Yes.
Because there's so many hurdles, and they've made it easier because they want to hire more. There's a new program that I know that our economic development authority they're working with our jails right now. And they're using employees from the jails out at Hendrickson right now, and they're gonna, when they leave jail, they have accounts set up. They're very specific, tailored to this program. They have to have, the specific crimes that they've committed. Certain things wouldn't qualify for them, but the jailer is helping identify inmates to go out there and actually work at Hendrickson. They have a bank account set up, and when they leave prison, a lot of these people that are working out there, they might have $20,000, $30,000 in the bank. They're getting paid a real wage, and so when they leave, they have a chance to, not fall back into the same traps that they had before, with the recidivism is, I think, what they call it. So you can, buy a car, or you can rent an apartment, and you don't have to go back into that same bad situation you were in. So I like to see people thinking outside the box and collaborating on finding job solutions. I know it's something that we work on a lot. Jennifer, can you tell us again, how do people, if somebody's watching this today, they say, I need a job. I was just thinking about going out looking for a job. And what if they want to get a hold of you? What's the best ways for them to do that?
They can call the office, or they can go on NESCOResource.com and just hit the Apply Now button. It's really easy. Or just come on in. We're open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
And the number, I'm assuming you can probably find that if you go online. There's a business card right there. I'm sure we can probably... John Blake can probably put the phone number on there so everybody can see that. NESCOResource.com.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like one of the best ways to do this. And, obviously there's lots of locations. So if you're thinking about relocating, this would probably be great too. So if you're thinking of relocating to another community and looking for work, calling you guys might be a great way for them to, transition into that community, and you could help them find work there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We can transfer them directly to that office, and they won't have to pick up the phone again. We can do it all for them.
Yeah, it's great that you've got all these relationships already set up at the different businesses. So we appreciate that. What else have I not talked about?
I think you got it all.
Have I gotten everything?
I think so.
I never do that. Jennifer, I tell you what I'd like to say is this: thank you for being a chamber member. Thank you for everything you do to help our business community and helping people find jobs, which is the most critical, important thing in the world, in my opinion, these days. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. We're going to go outside. We'll do a live, in-person ribbon cutting. But guys, stay tuned. We're going to have another virtual ribbon cutting next week. Come see Jennifer. If you know somebody who's looking for work, send them down here, guys. They're here to help. They can get them hired immediately. Get them on down here to get them a job, okay? So thank you all very much. Have a wonderful day.